There's so many kids that need to be rescued and not near enough children's homes. And the problem is the kids that can't get into a private home and have to be rescued end up in government homes that are just horrible. I mean, they're prisons. Well, my name's Dave.
My name's Deborah. My parents started this ministry in 2003 and we took over in 2010, and we live here full time and direct the ministry.
My mom and dad left me in a field, and the ambulance found me there and took me to the hospital. And I was in the hospital for like, I don't know how many months, but I think I was there for a few months. And then Mom and Dad came to pick me up there, and a few years later they adopted me. I couldn't imagine that, how it would be if I didn't come to this home, like where I would be if I would be dead or what would happen to me. But I'm glad that I got to come here and that my parents adopted me.
So we have 11 of our own children, and in the ministry we usually average about 70 to 75 children that we care for, and that's with our 4 houses. And we also have a school that all the children from the ministry go to. So we're getting 10-year-olds that are pregnant. We're trying to teach 11-year-olds how to raise their children. We have kids that have been attempted to be killed by their parents. We have kids that are abandoned, abused in many different ways and shapes and forms. Sexual abuse, 95%, 98% of the kids that come are sexual abuse, mostly from biological family members. Sadly enough, we even have a girl who was thrown into the fire by her father in an attempt to kill her. And we have a girl who was raped by her grandfather. And so, all that to be said, children's homes are an unfortunate necessity. These things happen in the world, and they need to be rescued.
Our hope is to try to be able to create a family atmosphere for the kids that do come into our house. And we know we can't keep them forever or be their forever parents, but we hope to try to give them an idea of what a godly home is supposed to look like, and everybody working together in love.
So one misconception that people have sometimes when they come here, especially from the States or other first world countries, is they just assume that, oh, the government's giving you the children, then they fund you and they help you per child, and that is not at all how it goes. They give us children and they give us rules, but they don't give us any funding.
Well, all of the funding, almost 99% of it comes stateside from Christians, widows, churches, so we just pray it in, and each month it's random what comes in, but it's always enough.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always felt like God wanted us to have 1 million kids, and I knew that we would adopt a whole bunch, and I wanted to run an orphanage. And I think that as Christians, we're all called to love our neighbor and take care of the unwanted kids, and everybody should be doing their part. And it's really a blessing, as hard as it is. It's rewarding, especially, well, we have our we have our very discouraging days, but all in all, it's a very rewarding thing to be able to take in kids and just give them a family and do your best. And that's all God expects.